มหาอภิมหาอภิวามท
หาพิวาทะพุ
พุ
ทธ
ทธว
ว
จ
จนะ
นะจตุรา
จตุ
สี
ราสีติธรรมขันธะสหัสสานิ
สีวีส
วี
ติ
สติอริยมรรคะ
วี
วี
สติ
สติสามัญญภละ
เอ
เอก
านิพพา
นิพ
นะ
พานะขิปปาพิญ
ปิญ
ญา
ญาโดยเฉียบ
โด
พลัน
ยเฉียบพลันในประวัติการนี้เถิด
โยโว
โยโวอานันท
ธรร
มยา
ธรรมโม
ธรรมโมจาวิน
วิ
โย
นัยโยจะเท
จะเท
สิ
สิโตปัญญาโต
โต
โส
โส
โว
โมอา
มา
มา
มาใจเยนะ
นะ
สัท
จิต
ธา
ตาโย
โยโวอานันทมยาธรรมโม
จา
จา
วิ
วิน
นัย
โย
จะ
จะเทสิ
สิ
โตปัญญา
ยา
โตโสโว
มามา
มามา
จะ
ใจเยนะสัทธา
โย
โยโวอานันทมยาธรรมโมจา
จะ
วินโยจะเทสิโตปัญญาโตโสโวมามาใจเยนะสัทธา
พุทธว
พุทธ
จ
วจนะจตุราสีติธรรมขันธาสหัสสานิคือปรมัตถอนุตตรสัมมาสัมโพธิสมณะโคตมะปัญญาธิกะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ
นะโม
นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะวีสติอริยมรรคะวีสติสามัญญภาวะเอกนิพ
นิพ
พา
พา
นะ
นะคิปา
ทิ
ปิ
ปาพิญญาโดยเฉียบพลันในประวัติการนี้เถิด
สา
สาธุสาธุสาธุนาวุติอุปนิธิพันธะอนุโมทามิ
So today, this class we are going to talk about Citta that works with our body parts. Actually, we mentioned about this topic before, but today we are going to explain in more details about it. Before we begin the class, we need to mention about the important note that Dhamma provided in this presentation is simple and not Kampira or profound. People must continuously study Dhamma or else it will lead to Mahatapa, Niraya or hell because it is Miccha Titti, not following the Buddha's teaching. If any provided content contrast with Dhamma 84,000 Dhammakantaka, please refer to Dhamma 84,000 Dhammakantaka only. What day is today? Today is 14th Kalapakasa Makha Masassa Maha Puttha Shayanti 2612 or March 8th Buddha's era 2567. As we mentioned at the beginning of the class, that Yovo Ananta Maya Dhammo Cha Vinayo Cha Tesito Panyato Sovo Mama Jayena Sattha translate into English that Uttavajana 84,000 Dhammakantaka is Anuttara Samma Sampoti. That's why we need to study Dhamma or Sikha Dhamma to follow the Buddha's teaching. And the responsibility of the four Buddha Parisa consisting of the four Buddha Parisa must well understand the Tipitaka 84,000 Dhammakantaka. And the second one is the four Buddha Parisa must be able to correctly present 84,000 Dhammakantaka. And the last one is the four Buddha Parisa must be able to correct those who condemn or misunderstand the Tipitaka 84,000 Dhammakantaka.
Now let's pay respect to our Dhammacharya Suchana on and ท่านอังคคุณะอริยธรรมะโสตาปันนะสุปฏิปันโนสุปฏิปันโนสุปฏิปันโนสาธุสาธุสาธุนวุติอุปนิธิพันธะอนุโมทามิ
Let's begin about today's topic. Tavipanja Vinyana 10 and their function with our body parts. Review with the Citta that works with our body parts that we mentioned before in previous classes. Our five senses consisting of our nose, our eyes, our body, our ear, and our tongue. This is five senses that we are familiar with our body. Every day we use these five senses in our daily activities to survive in this world. We need our five senses to work. And each of the part that Citta working with them, beginnings with the eyes. We know that there are two Citta that works with our eyes. The first one is Upekasa Katang Jaku Vinyanang Asankharikang Kama Vajra Akusala Vipaka Cittang. And the second one is Upekasa Katang Jaku Vinyanang Asankharikang Kama Vajra Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka Cittang. These are two Citta that works with our eyes. And each of Citta has 7 Cetasika working with them. These 7 Citta we call Sappa Citta, Satarana Cetasika, 7, consisting of Phassa Cetasika, Vedana Cetasika, Sanya Cetasika, Cetana Cetasika, Ekakata Cetasika, Shivita Cetasika, and Manasikara Cetasika. These are 7 Cetasika that works with each of Chaku Vinyana that works with our eyes. For the second one, for our ears, there are 2 Citta that works with our ears. The first one is Upekasa Katang Sota Vinyanang Asankharikang Kama Vajra Akusala Vipaka Cittang. And the second one is Upekasa Katang Sota Vinyanang Asankharikang Kama Vajra Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka Cittang. And each of these Citta, each of these Citta has 7 Cetasika working with them. And these 7 Citta is Sappa Citta, Satara Cetasika, 7. They are Phassa Cetasika, Vedana Cetasika, Sanya Cetasika, Cetana Cetasika, Ekakata Cetasika, Shivita Cetasika, and Manasikara Cetasika. And one moment. And the next one, for your nose, there are 2 Citta that working with your nose. The first one is Upekasa Katang Kana Vinyanang Asankharikang Kama Vajra Akusala Vipaka Cittang. And the second one is Upekasa Katang Kana Vinyanang Asankharikang Kama Vajra Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka Cittang. These are 2 Citta that works with your nose. There are 7 Cetasika again working with them. The first one is Phassa Cetasika, Vedana Cetasika, Sanya Cetasika, Cetana Cetasika, Ekakata Cetasika, Shivita Cetasika, and Manasikara Cetasika. These are 7 Cetasika that works with each of Kana Vinyana Citta. Next one is Upekasa Katang Shiuha Vinyanang Asankharikang Kama Vajra Akusala Vipaka Cittang. And Upekasa Katang Shiuha Vinyanang Asankharikang Kama Vajra Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka Cittang. These 2 Citta are Citta that works with your tongue or your Shiuha. Each of Citta working with, there are 7 Cetasika that works with each Citta. These 7 Cetasika consisting of Phassa Cetasika, Vedana Cetasika, Sanya Cetasika, Cetana Cetasika, Ekakata Cetasika, Shivita Cetasika, Manasikara Cetasika. And the next one is your body. Tukha Sahakatang Kaya Vinyanang Asankharikang Kama Vajra Akusala Vipaka Cittang. And Sukha Sahakatang Kaya Vinyanang Asankharikang Kama Vajra Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka Cittang. These are 2 Citta that works with your body. And each of them work with 7 Cetasika. Phassa Cetasika, Vedana Cetasika, Sanya Cetasika, Cetana Cetasika, Ekakata Cetasika, Shivita Cetasika, and Manasikara Cetasika. Altogether, Citta that works with your 5 senses, working with your eyes, your ears, your nose, your tongue, your body, consisting of 10 Citta. 5 from Akusala Vipaka Citta, 7, and 5 from Ahetuka Akusala Vipaka Citta, 8. And altogether we call Tvipancha Vinyan 10. You have 1 pair that work with your eyes, one pair with your ears, one pair with your nose, one pair with your tongue, and one pair with your body. Or Jakku Sota Kana Shukaya. That called Twi Panchavinyan 10. And all of these 10 Citta works with 7 Cetasika, consisting of Phassa Cetasika, Vedana Cetasika, Sanya Cetasika, Cetana Cetasika, Ekakata Cetasika, Shivita Cetasika, and Manasikara Cetasika. And these 7 Cetasika we call Sappajita Satarana Cetasika 7. Okay, this is a quick review of Citta that work with your body parts, and also Cetasika that work with these Citta that works with your body parts.
For this point, you will see that for the Sappajita Satarana Cetasika 7, it can be worked with all 121 Citta. But for the Tavi Pancha Vinyan 10, it have only 7. It did not go to Vitaka, Vichara, and other Citta. It have only 7, no? So this the remark, you have to remember this. This is very important point. Okay, ค่ะ สาธุ
ครับ Satuครับ So it's quite easy for you to recite them, because once you can recite Citta 121, Cetasika 52, and Rupa 28, you need to recite which Cetasika work with which Citta. Okay, in this case, we mentioned about Twi Panchavinyan 10, and each of Twi Panchavinyan 10 working with all these 7 Cetasika, and these 7 Cetasika is called Sappajita Satarana Cetasika 7. And as Piping mentioned, Sappajita Satarana Cetasika 7 works with Citta 121. Okay. Now, this is the Citta that works with our body parts that we mentioned in many classes. However, today we go a bit more detail about it. First, I need to mention about the chart that show our body. We assume that our body and our objects that we use in our daily lives, for example, like universes, solar system, earth, sky, weather, countries, crops, women, men, and other objects, etc. These are things that stay with us at level 0. At level 0, we call ชลาพุชะกำเนิด อันทชะกำเนิด and สันเสทชะกำเนิด exist in 2 Bhumi, which are Manusa Bhumi and Dirashana Bhumi, and animal also stay with us at level 0. Okay, and then
at level 0, it means that you can see, you can touch. It's easy to understand that what you see. So that is level 0.
Yes, you can use your 5 senses to know that these things are existent. For example, you can use your eyes, you see things, you see crops, you see men, you see women, you see objects, something like that. You can still use your 5 senses at level 0. However, once we reach level 1, level 1 is molecule. You cannot see a molecule with your bare eyes. You need some of the devices that help you see in molecule. And at level 2, into atom is much more smaller than a molecule. And then level 3, nucleus, a bit smaller than atom. And level 4, nucleon, a bit smaller than nucleus. And the smallest particle science known today is at level 5. We call it quarks. And these are the way that we try to go from our body to where Citta and Cetasika is. We assume that our body is called level 0, and Citta and Cetasika stays at level 100. In between, at level 50, At level 50 is where you can see other Bhumi, except human and Tirashana Bhumi. Manusa Bhumi and Tirashana Bhumi stay at level 0. So there are 3 of Abhaya Bhumi, 4. 3 out of 4 stay as level 50. First one is Naraka Bhumi, Peta Bhumi, and Asurakaya Bhumi. These are Abhaya Bhumi 3 that stays at level 50. And Tevata 6, Brahma Bhumi 16 stays at level 50. At level 50, we also call Opapadika Kamna. Okay. Except at level 50 is also exist in Arupa Brahmi Bhumi here, also stay here, but Arupa Brahmi doesn't have Rupa. So it's some kind of Arupa. Okay. And from
29 Bhumi here.
29,
right?
yes, 29 Bhumi, only 2 stay at level 0, which are Manusa Bhumi and Tirashana Bhumi. Human and animal, we stay at level 0. We see each other here. Okay, level 50, you see they are all Papadika Kamna. The rest of 29 Bhumi stay at level 50. And from level 50 to level 100, level 100 will be Citta and Cetasika working together at level 100. So from level 0 until level 99, these level are Rupa. And at level 100, Citta and Cetasika, you can have this picture, a big picture. So from this chart, we mentioned about Citta that works with our body parts, right? So here it is. Our body parts stay at level 0 because we mentioned that our body stay at level 0. Manusa and Tirashana stay at level 0. So our eyes, our ears, our nose, our tongue, and our body stays at level 0. And Citta that we mentioned, that Citta that works with our body parts, that we mentioned about Twi Panchavinyan 10, consisting of 1 pair of Jakku Vinyana Citta. Jakku Vinyana Citta 2, Sota Vinyana Citta 2, Khana Vinyana Citta 2, Shuha Vinyana Citta 2, and Kaya Vinyana Citta 2. Altogether, we call Twi Panchavinyan 10 that works with Sappha Citta, Satrana Jesika 7. We mentioned about Citta and Cetasika, and as we mentioned as we explained about chart level 0 to level 100, we said that our body as a human, we assume that it stays at level 0. So our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and our body stay at level 0, and we assume that Citta and Cetasika stays at level 100. So Citta that works with your body parts, Citta and Cetasika that works with your body parts stays at level 100. You see, as we mentioned about Citta that works with your body parts, actually they stays in different level. For your body, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your tongue, and your body, they stays at level 0. And Citta, Cetasika that works with your body parts, they stay at level 100. They stay in different places. However, they work together. Okay, your Jakku Vinyana Citta 2 don't stay with your eyes. Sota Vinyana Citta 2 don't stay with your ears. Khana Vinyana Citta 2 don't stay with your nose. And Shuha Vinyana Citta 2 don't stay with your tongue. And Kaya Vinyana Citta 2 don't stay with your body. Even though we said that Citta that works with your body parts, Jakku Vinyana Citta 2 works with your Jakku or your eyes, but they don't stay together. Your Sota Vinyana Citta 2 working with your ears, however, they don't stay together. And your Khana Vinyana Citta 2 works with your nose, they don't stay together. And Shuha Vinyana Citta 2 working with your tongue, and they don't stay together. Kaya Vinyana Citta 2 work with your body, and they don't stay together. They stay in different level. your body stay at level 0, and Citta Cetasika stay at level 100. Therefore, once you die from human, Citta and Cetasika remains because they don't stay with your body, but they works with your body. They works with your eyes, your ears, your nose, your tongue, your body, but Citta and Cetasika don't stay with your body. They stays at level 100. Okay.
Okay, from this point, you will see that the Dhamma, Abhidhamma, that is enlightenment from our Paramattha is not the same that what we think, what normal human think. Normal human think that we have Chakku. Chakku is our eye. So it can see. But indeed, in detail, after you Sikhaya, you will see that Kampira is something that moreover normal, is miracle thing. It's over the normal person to understand. So at that first time, you think that Chakku is here, but now you will see that Chakku is not here now. It is something that in level 0. But level 0, where is it? No. So you have to understand that everything in our body is not real. No? What it called? How can it call not real? It is like we only food, no? We only something like a tree. Our body is like that. Our body did not have anything, no?
Yes, we actually we are accumulation of food that we eat. If we if we well if you can picture it like this. We come from very small one. Once we stays in the ovary of the mom. If we get food from the ovary, no, from what you call ovary, right? And then when you come out, wait until 9 months and you come out as a baby. You eat food, and from that baby you grow up. Then you grow up by the food, right? The food you eat, the more food you eat, then you grow up to be fully grown human. And your body actually is, as I mentioned, that you grow up because you eat food, right? Then therefore your body actually is accumulation of food that you eat. It's nothing more than that. You didn't bring any substance from other place, other world or previous life, but the substance that create your body is actually is accumulation of food that you eat. So whatever you eat, whatever your food you eat, your body is the accumulation of those food that you eat. So and as we mentioned as we try to explain by using this chart, our body that consisting of these, in this case, we mentioned about 5 senses: your eyes, your ears, your nose, your tongue, your body. These stays at level 0. But Citta and Cetasika that we mentioned, that Citta that works with your body parts, even Chakku Vijnana Citta 2, Sota Vijnana Citta 2, Khana Vijnana Citta 2, Tirha Vijnana Citta 2, Kaya Vijnana Citta 2, they don't stay with your body at level 0. Actually, they stay at level 100. However, even though they stay in different level, but they work together. They have some connections that they can work together. And to reach from level 0 to level 100, you can imagine that we go back into ourselves and to small part of our body. We start from our body like this in human form at level 0, and then level 1 we go smaller into molecule, and level 2 into atom, even smaller than a molecule, and then smaller, small until we reach level 50. At level 50, you'll see the rest of 29 Bhumi, except Arupa Brahma Bhumi. Actually, Arupa Brahma Bhumi don't have rupa, therefore you cannot see them. But you can see the rest. You can see Naraka, Peta, Asurakaya at level 50, and also Tevapumi 6, and also Brahmapumi 16. You can see at level 50. They are Opapatika Kamling. They exist in this level 50. And go from level 50 until level 100. At level 100, you'll reach where Citta and Cetasika stays. And in this case, we mentioned about Citta and Cetasika that works with your body parts. Citta and Cetasika that work with your body parts, they stays here. They stays at level 100. Even your body stay at level 0, but Citta and Cetasika that works with your body parts don't stay with your body at level 0. They stay at level 100. Therefore, once you die from human, the Citta and Cetasika remains, because actually they don't stay with your body in the first place. So once your body, or we call it the accumulation of food, once you leave this human form, you leave the accumulation of those food here in this world. You didn't bring anything with you. As once you become a human, you didn't bring any substance from your previous life, but you are the accumulation of food that you eat. Okay, this
hard to understand a bit, no?
We try to explain it.
We are not real thing, no. We are only food.
Yes, we are accumulation of food. We can call it like that. Okay. Next picture. Here, once we said that our 5 senses stays at level 0, as same as our body as human level 0, and Citta and Cetasika stays at level 100. So they need some of the pathway or the pipeline or the connection between level 0 to level 100. And each of them, we call it Tawara. And in the to make this Tawara happen, we need certain conditions and certain objective. So certain things. Well, one moment. Okay, we need some components. For example, like to make Sakutawara to happen. Sakutawara to happen, you need these 4 components. The first is Jakupasatarupa, Rupa Ramana, Aloka, and Manasikara. Here, to make Jakutawara to happen, you can receive the information from level 0 and to level 100. To cause Jakutawara to happen, you need Rupa Ramana. Here, from level 0, Rupa Ramana, Jakupasatarupa. Aloka also stay at level 0 with you. For example, the light that you get from the sun, something like that. Rupa Ramana, Jakupasatarupa, Rupa Ramana, Aloka, and Manasika. Manasikara is Cetasika, right? Cetasika stays at level 100. And Manasikara Cetasika is one of Sapajita Sattva Cetasika 7. Whenever you see whenever you hear one of Sapajita Sattva Cetasika 7, they always work together. When you hear one of the name of these 7 Cetasika, you can assume that the rest also working with this. And we mentioned at the beginning of the class that the Sapajita Sattva Cetasika 7 working with Citta 121. So when Manasikara Cetasika is one of Cetasika that involved in Tawara, then the information they received in this case is Rupa Ramana that received from level 0 can be sent to Citta 121, because Manasikara Cetasika will receive the information from the outside at level 0 and then sent to Citta 121 if it needed. because Sapajita Satara Jessica 7 works with Citta 121. This in case of Jakku. And the second one is second case for Sota Tawara to happen. In case that Sota Tawara, it need Sota Pasatarupa, Sattharamana, Vivaragasa, and Manasikara. Sota Sattharamana is the voice that you receive from level 0, the information from those voices through your ears. We call it Sattharamana. Sattharamana is one of the components that we need to make Sota Tawara to happen. Once Sota Tawara happen, then you can receive information Aramana from level 0 and send to Citta and Cetasika at level 100. Okay, so there are 4 components that needed. There are 4 components are needed for to make Sota Tawara to happen. The first is Sattharamana, Sota Pasatarupa, Sattharamana, Vivaragasa, and Manasikara. Manasikara Cetasik again come to receive the information. In this case is Sattharamana and sent to Citta that works with Sota. As we mentioned at the beginning of the class, that Citta that works with Sota is Upekha Sakatang Sota Vinyanang Asankharikang Kama Vajara Akusala Vipaka Cittang, and Upekha Sakatang Sota Vinyanang Asankharikang Kama Vajara Ahetuka Kusala Vipaka Cittang. And you can see that Manasikara Cetasika is here. Manasikara Cetasika is one of 7 Cetasika, which called Sapajita Satara Cetasika 7. And then they can send the information to Manasikara Cetasika by here. You can see Sota Pasatupa Sattharamana Vivaraka and Manasikara Cetasika. Manasikara Cetasika stays at level 100, right?
You will see, no, Vivaragat is something that air, no, like air, like the gap, no,
Yes.
Because of for the voice, in order to go inside, you have to have air. If no air or no gap, you will not hear anything, no.
And for the third one, when you smell something, the information from your things that you smell sent through Citta Cetasika at level 100 through Khana Tawara, and those components that needed for Khana Tawara to happen, they need Khana Pasatrupa, Kantharamana, Vayotat, and Manasikara. Khana Pasatarupa, Kantharamana, Vayotatu, and Manasikara. Manasikara again is Cetasika in Sapajita Satara Jessica 7 that works with your Khana Vinyan Citta 2. And the fourth one, whenever you taste something, you eat food, you taste them. That the taste, the taste that you have, it is Rasaramana. Rasaramana can send to your Shilha Vinyana through Shilha Tawara. And the condition and the components that needed for Shilha Tawara to happen, it need Shilha Pasatarupa, Rasaramana, Apotat, and Manasikara. Shilha Pasatarupa, Rasaramana, Apotatu, and Manasikara. Manasikara again is one of Sapajita Satara Jessica 7. And for this Jessica, it works with your Shilha Vinyana Citta 2. And the last one is for the feeling, the touch that you feel with your body. We call those feeling Pottaparamana, and Pottaparamana from level 0 can reach your Kaya Vinyana Citta 2 through Kaya Tawara. And to make Kaya Tawara happen, there are 4 components needed. Kaya Pasatrupa, Pota Paramana, Tatta Patavi, and Manasikara. Manasikara again, one of Sapachita Satara Jessica 7 that will send information. In this case is Pota Paramana to your Kaya Vinyana Chitta 2.
For the third component, you will see, no, everyone's something like Mahaputa Rupa 4, no, like Vivalaka, no, like Vayo Thatu, Apo Thatu, and Tatta Patavi is the first one, no, Patavi Mahaputa Rupa. But when it's reached to Kaya, so it change to Tatta Patavi, no? So it is Mahaputa Rupa 4. Okay.
Satu Kap. And in order to receive to force Aramana from level 0 to go through levels until reach level 100, it needs some of the force to pull them together. We call that kind of force ayatana, and ayatana have one pair of each senses. For example, like your eyes or your jakku. For the outside ayatana, it's called rupayatana, that pull ruparamana from the outside at level 0 into inside at level 100. And things that waiting in level 100 is called jakku, jakwayatana. Jakwayatana is inside ayatana that pulls rupayatana, comes through level 1 to level 100. And another pair is for your ears or your sotatwara to pull aramana from level 0. In this case is sattaramana. Ayatana from the outside we call sattayatana, and ayatana inside and waiting to pull the outside ayatana to come to them we call sotayatana. And another pair for your kantaramana, we call it kantayatana. And for ayatana inside is khanayatana. And the fourth one is for your sense, your taste. It's ayatana from the outside we call rasayatana, and ayatana inside we call shubhayatana. And the last one is potapayatana from the outside, and kayayatana is ayatana inside. So for to receive the aramana or the information from level 0 to reach citta and cetasika at level 100, first you need the component that make tawara to happen. And once tawara happen, you need another force to pull aramana from level 0 to level 100. And those force we call it ayatana, and ayatana have one pair each system. One of ayatana stays at level 0 at the south side, and another ayatana stays at level 99, almost or close to level 100 to pull aramana from level 0 to go through level 1, 2, 3, 4 until they reach level 100 and work with citta and cetasika. Okay. For actually when you receive those 5 senses from your daily activity. As we mentioned at the beginning of the class, we mentioned only 3 Panchavinyan 10, working with your eyes, your ears, your nose, your tongue, your body. And you can see at these 3 Panchavinyan 10, they have only 7 cetasika working with them, which are Phassa cetasika, Vedana cetasika, Sanya cetasika, Chetana cetasika, Ekagata cetasika, Shivita cetasika, Manasikara cetasika. And these 7 cetasika, actually they cannot talk. They don't know anything that they receive. They do only for the function that they are performed. They are designed to work. So they receive the information. They don't know what they received. They can talk only if those citta have Vitaka Cetasika and Vichara Cetasika, working with them. And for Tvipanjamyan 10, as we mentioned at the beginning of the class, these 10 Citta have only 7 Cetasika working with them. And those 7 Cetasika consisting of Phassa Cetasika, Vedana Cetasika, Sanya Cetasika, Chetana Cetasika, Ekata Cetasika, and Jivita Cetasika, and Manasikara Cetasika. These 7 Cetasika don't have Vitaka Cetasika, Vichara Cetasika. Therefore, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your tongue, actually your body, actually they don't know anything. That whatever you receive, they don't know it. For example, in this case, you see a mobile phone or a computer. Well, a computer, mobile phone because if only if your eyes working with this system, you cannot identify that is computer, that is mobile phone. There's they cannot talk, because once they cannot talk, you cannot mention about the name of those things that you see. But in the real life, you can identify what you see. So actually you can talk. However, as we mentioned, only if that citta works with Vitaka Cetasika, Vichara Cetasika, in this case, these citta can talk, but Tvipanjamyan 10 don't have citta, Vitaka Cetasika, Vichara Cetasika working with them. Therefore, there must be another citta that works with your daily activity, your 5 senses, apart from Tvipanjamyan 10. So we come to this chart. Actually, not only Chaku, Sota, Khana, Vinyan, Khana, Shivha, Kaya, Vinyana, Citta, or totally Tvipanjamyan 10 working with your eyes, your ears, your nose, your tongue, your body. But actually, there are 3 more citta that works with your body. They are Panchathawara Vachana Citta, 1, and Sapha Citta, Sampatichana Citta, 2. And Panchathawara Vachana Citta, 1, and Sampatichana Citta, 2. They have 10 Cetasika working together. Apart from Sapha Citta, Sathara Cetasika, 7. They have Vitaka Cetasika, Vichara Cetasika, and Atimokkha Cetasika. Then, whenever you see things and you can identify them, it caused by Panchathawara Vachana Citta and Sampatichana Citta too, because these Citta have Vitaka Cetasika and Vichara Cetasika working with them. When you hear things, you can identify what voice that you hear is a sound of a music, sound of each language. For in this case, you can identify the voice that you see is English language. But when you can identify this English language, it's not because of your Sota Vinyana, because your Sota Vinyana Chit has only 7 Cetasika working with them, and they don't have Vitaka Cetasika, Vichara Cetasika. However, you can identify the voice that you hear is the English language because of Panchathawara Vachana Citta and Sampatichana Citta too, because these 3 Citta, they have Vitaka Cetasika and Vichara Cetasika working with them. And then you can identify what voice you hear. Okay, this is
Okay. Panchathawara Vachana Citta and Sampatichana Citta is called Mano Dhatu 3, no? Mano Dhatu 3, which is can start talking. If you have only Thavi Pancha Vinyan 10, you cannot talk with other system in your body. But when you have Mano Dhatu 3, it start talking because it work with 3 Cetasika, which are Vitaka Cetasika, Vichara Cetasika, and Atimokkha Cetasika.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Right. Satu Kap.
Satu Kap.
So until now, you see that Citta that works with your body part first. your five senses, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your tongue, your body. First, we mentioned only about Chakku Vijnana Citta 2, Sota Vijnana Citta 2, Kana Vijnana Citta 2, Shuha Vijnana Citta 2, Kaya Vijnana Citta 2. And now there are three more that working with your five senses, working with your eyes, your ears, your nose, your tongue, your body. Those three citta helps each of your system identify what you hear, what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, and what you feel, identifying things. So with the help of these three citta, and we need these three citta because otherwise without them they cannot talk because they don't your three panchaviyan don't have vitaka cetasika, vichara cetasika, atimokha cetasika. And moreover, each of your three panchaviyan 10, each of the system for your Chakku Vijnana Citta 2, Sota Vijnana Citta 2, Kana Vijnana Citta 2, Shikha Vijnana Citta 2, and Kaya Vijnana Citta 2. Each of them are called interior. They are so powerful. For example, like when your Chakku, your eyes, you see things, then your Chakku is so powerful. It stops your ears, your nose, your tongue, your body to stop function, to stop receive information. Therefore, whenever you see, you cannot hear, you cannot breathe, you cannot taste anything, you cannot feel anything. However, in your real life, it cannot be that case because if you see things and you stop breathing, you will die, right? So
You mean that if you use your eye in seeing thing, you cannot use your eye for eating or
no,
for hearing, right?
not that case. In case of your Chakku is working, you see things at this moment, it will stop other systems to work. Whenever you see things, then it's so powerful. Your Chakku is so powerful. It stops Sota from hearing, stop Kana from breathing, stops Shuha from tasting things in the same time, and stop your Kaya to feel anything in the same time. However, in our daily lives, we know that we can see in the same time, we can hear, we can breathe, we can taste things, we can eat food, and we can feel in the same time simultaneously. So actually, we can receive those information simultaneously because of Pancha Thawara Vachana Citta. Pancha Thawara Vachana Citta received the information first, and then they Pancha Thawara Vachana Citta sent information to each of three Panchavinyan 10, each pair, to Chakku Sota Kana Shuha Kaya. So because of the function of Panchatvara Vachana Citta, then Chakku Sota Kana Shuha Kaya can work simultaneously. Otherwise, without Panchatvara Vachana Citta, Chakku Sota Kana Shuha Kaya, there are interior in their system. They are so powerful. Once one of the system work, they will stop others from working. And in our daily lives, we know that that is not happen in our daily lives. We can see and hear and breathe and taste things and feel our body in the same time because of Panchatvara Vachana Citta received the information first, and then information is delegate into Chakku Sota Kana Shuha Kaya by the function of Panchatvara Vachana Citta.
สาธุ
ถูกครับ And those citta, as we mentioned at the beginning of the class with chart 0 to 100, whenever we mention about citta and cetasika, they stay at level 100. At the beginning of the class, we said that there are 10 citta and 7 cetasika that works with our body parts. Chakku Vijnana Citta 2, Sota Vijnana Citta 2, Kana Vijnana Citta 2, Shuha Vijnana Citta 2, and Kaya Vijnana Citta 2. At the beginning of the class, we said that there are 10 citta that works with our body parts, and those 10 citta called Twi Panchavinyan 10. And this moment, we introduce three more citta that works with our body parts, which are Twi Panchavinyan citta 1 and Sampatichana citta 2 that also working with our body parts. And since they are citta, they stay at level 100. They don't stay with our body at level 0. Okay. Moreover, whenever we born in each bhumi, before we born in each bhumi, they need one, they're one of the group of rupa that needed for us to before we go to those bhumi, we call it rupa samutthana, and rupa samutthana consisting of kamma shupa 18, citta shupa 15, uttu shupa 13, and ahara shupa 12. And for the beginners, you can imagine, you can picture that kamma shupa is as you can think as your body. For citta shupa 15, think as your mind of the body of your mind. And uttu shupa is your environment in the bhumi that you will go. And ahara shupa, the food that you need to maintain your kamma shupa or your body. These kamma shupa 18, citta shupa 15, uttu shupa 13, and ahara shupa 12. These four we are called rupa samutthana. And for rupa samutthana, in rupa samutthana, there are places for citta to stay with them. And these rupa for you to born in each bhumi. In this case, we born as a human. Kamma shupa, picture it, imagine this like your body. Citta shupa, your mind. Uttu shupa, your environment. And ahara shupa, your food that you need to eat. And imagine and try to picture the chart that we mentioned at level 0 into level 100. As we mentioned, about level 0 until level 99, these level are rupa, and things that we mentioned here, they are rupa, so they stay somewhere between level 0 until level 99. They are not level 100, because level 100 is citta and cetasika. However, in these rupa, they are some of the rupa in these rupa samutthana, especially in kamma shupa 18, resides citta. Citta that we mentioned, that working with our body parts is chakku vinyana citta 2, sota vinyana citta 2, kana vinyana citta 2, shivha vinyana citta 2, and kaya vinyana citta 2, or Twi Panchavinyan 10. They stays with Pasatrupa 5, which are Chakku Pasatrupa, Sota Pasatrupa, Kana Pasatrupa, Shivha Pasatrupa, Kaya Pasatrupa. They stays with Kamma Shupa here, Twi Panchavinyan 10. And there are another places for Citta to stay with them at Hataya Rupa or Hataya Vatu. There are Citta 107. Citta stays here. However, at this class, we mentioned about citta that working with our body parts. The first we introduced Twi Panchavinyan 10 that working with your ears, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your tongue, your body, right? And then we introduced three more citta that working with your body parts, which are Panchathavaravachana citta 1 and Sampatichana citta 2. And Panchathavaravachana citta 1 and Sampatichana citta 2, they stays at Hataya Rupa or Hataya Vatu here. So those 13 citta that working with your body parts stay with Chakku Pasatrupa or Chakku Vatu, Sota Pasatrupa or Sota Vatu, Kana Pasatrupa or Kana Vatu, Shivha Pasatrupa or Shivha Vatu, and Kaya Pasatrupa or Kaya Vatu, and also Hataya Rupa or Hataya Vatu. Those 13 citta stays here. And then okay, here, they stays here. As I mentioned, your Twi Panchavinyan 10 stay here, stay with Pasatrupa 5. And Panchathawara Citta and Sampatichana Citta 2, they stays in Hataya Rupa here. Those 13 Citta that working with your body parts. And then here, as we mentioned, imagine about the chart 0 to 100. 0 is we as our body here at level 0. At level 100, as we mentioned, about Citta and Cetasika stays at level 100. So Citta that working with your body parts stay at level 100. However, Rupa, level 0 until level 99 are Rupa. And these Rupa Samudhathana, which are Kamashupa 18, Citta Shupa 13, Uttushupa, Citta Shupa 15, Uttushupa 13, and Ashupa 12. There are places for Citta to stay with them. Therefore, Kamashupa stays very close to level 100. And Rupa Samudhathana, only 6 out of Kamashupa 18 are places for Citta to stay with them. Only 6 out of 18, 6 Rupa out of Kamashupa 18 are places for Citta to stay. And for detail, as we mentioned before, the Citta that working with your body parts, there are 13 Citta. Twi Panchavinyan 10 and Panchathawara Vachana Citta 1 and Sampatichana Citta 2. Twi Panchavinyan 10 stays with Chakku Pasatrupa or Chakku Vatu, Sota Pasatrupa or Sota Vatu, Kana Pasatrupa or Kana Vatu, Shuha Pasatrupa or Shuha Vatu, Kaya Pasatrupa or Kaya Vatu. And for Panchathawara Vachana Citta and Sampatichana Citta 2, they stay at Hataya Vatu or Hataya Rupa. Okay. Next one. This picture summarize all we mentioned about all we mentioned in this class together. Your body here at level 0. Our eyes, our ears, our nose, our tongue, and our body stays at level 0. At level 0, there are no Citta and Cetasika stay with us at this level. Citta and Cetasika stays at level 100. They stays at level 100. However, to receive the information from level 0 to level 100, you need Tawara to happen. In order to make Tawara happen for each of the Tawara, Chakku Tawara, Sota Tawara, Kana Tawara, Shuha Tawara, Kaya Tawara, there are certain components that needed. They are needed for to cause that Tawara to happen. For example, like for your Chakku Tawara, needed Chakku Pasatrupa, Rupa Ramana Aloka Manasikan to cause Chakku Tawara to happen. For Sota Tawara need Sota Pasatrupa Sattara Manavivarakasa Manasikara to make Sota Tawara to happen. And to make Kana Tawara to happen, you need Kana Pasatrupa, Kantara Mana, Vayotatu, and Manasikara. And for your Shuha Tawara, in order to make Shuha Tawara to happen, you need Shuha Pasatrupa, Rasara Mana, Apotatu, and Manasikara. And in order to cause your Gaya Tawara to happen, you need Gaya Pasatrupa, Potapara, Manatata, Pataviya, and Manasikara. And those are Tawara to send Aramana from level 0 into Citta and Cetasika that working with your body parts that stay at level 100. Okay. These are the big picture of the Citta Cetasika that works with your body parts in more details. Okay, in this class, we mentioned about the chart 0 to 100. 0 is where our body is, and at 100 is the level where Citta and Cetasika stays. Citta and Cetasika don't stay with our body parts. Therefore, when we die from human, Citta and Cetasika or Citta and Cetasika remains. They don't die with us. So the information that we receive from our daily lives still exist even though our human body pass away. Okay. And the second one is our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body and chart 100. We mentioned that our body, eyes, ear, nose, tongue, and our body stays at level 0 in chart level 0 to 100, because at level 100, that is the place for Citta and Cetasika. They stays at level 100. And also we mentioned about Three Panchavinyan 10 and chart 0 to 100. Therefore, since Three Panchavinyan 10 are Citta, then they stays at level 100. Okay. And Upati Hetu, that caused Havara to happen. Each of system. Chakku Tawara, Sota Tawara, Kana Tawara, Shuha Tawara, Kaya Tawara. We mentioned about each Tawara and the conditions and the components that needed to cause those Tawara to happen. And we also mentioned about Ayatana, which is the force that pull Aramana from the level 0 pass through to level 100 through Tawara to get Aramana from level 0 to send to Vinyan or Citta at level 100. We need Ayatana order or for easy picturize, we picturize it as a gravity force to pull Aramana from level 0 to level 100 through Tawara. And we also mentioned about Citta and Vattu, place Citta that stays with Vattu in Rupa. Okay, that will be all the topic that we mentioned in this class.
And
Okay.
the chart of 0 to 100, no, is this the summary that can you can know that we cannot use our body as meditation in order to be Ariya Bukkala, because outside is only food, is only something like food, like that. We cannot use this food, this body, in order to be enlightenment, no? So if you want to enlightenment, you have to reach inside your Citta, Cetasika, Rupa, and then Panyati, Nibbana. Yes. Okay, Satu.
Okay. Okay, that will be end of the class today. Right. Sadhu Krab.
Satu ka.
Sadhu.
So we namaskaran Aye.
Namaskaran Aye. Sadhu. Namaskaran Aye.
Namaskaran Aye.
สติอริย
Namaskaran
นา
Aye.
คะ
Namaskaran
มีสติ
Aye.
สามัญญภระ
Namaskaran
Namaskaran
Aye.
Aye.
เอกานิพพานะขิปปาพิญญาโดยเฉียบพลันในภาวติการนี้เถิด
Sadhu.
Sadhu, Sadhu, Navuti, Upanithi Panta,
อนุโมทา
Anumotami ka.
Sadhu ทุกท่านครับสาธุ
Sadhu,
Sadhu
everybody.
ka.
See you next class.
อนุโมทนามิค
สา
รับ
ธุค่ะ
Sadhu ka.